All right, now joining us in studio, he's #1 in downtown real estate. Great friend of the show, Chad Dannecker. And finally, we got him on here. He's also a leader in real estate, more on the commercial side. Jason Wood, good to have you on the show as well, man.
Thank you.
You're not an easy guy to get here.
Yeah, I'm busy at times.
What are you already involved in? So you already, I mean, we're going to talk about the 7th and Market project, but what are some of the things you already have your hands on?
Currently my partner and I, we own the Sempra Energy corporate headquarters building that we just finished last year. They're happily now occupying, and we got them in on time. So
that's done well
kind of the main
guys.
thing.
And it's a great looking building.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. So now our focus literally moved across the street to focus on the 7th and Market project.
The 7th and Market. So what are some of the plans? And Chad, now you're more on the residential side, but you've been talking about this on our show for at least a year, right? So now the rubber's actually meeting the road?
Yeah, this is huge. I mean, to get a 5-star hotel, the only one in the county is actually the Grand Del Mar. So we'll have our first 5-star hotel in downtown San Diego. And I think it just says a lot for a brand like the Ritz to come to East Village and what the future for the neighborhood holds. So I think it's really exciting that Jason...
Yeah, so what's your vision?
Well, the city owns the real estate right now.
Okay.
And they issued an RFP back in December of 2013. Yes, it's been almost 3 years that we've been working on this.
Wow.
And at the time, we were just getting under construction on the Sempra Energy building, and we said we really wanted to do something iconic across the street in this block. It's the last full city block there, right in the heart of between the ballpark district and the gas lamp. So we, in East Village, and said we got to do something special. So we reached out to Marriott, who owns Ritz Carlton, and we reached out to Whole Foods and got them both on our team, so they're fully committed to the project. And then from there, wanted to put in some more Class A office space, given the success that we had with Diamond View Tower when we developed that and sold it in '08. It stayed fully leased, and the success of Sempra Energy, we said let's put more office space. So came up with this great concept with some residential, office, Ritz-Carlton Hotel, Whole Foods Market, public parking. It's a true mixed-use project.
Wow.
When they say mixed use, this is...
So 7th and Market, I'm trying to identify exactly where that is.
So right in
There's
between,
the Alta building that's on 6th and Market.
Exactly.
And then you have a parking lot behind it. Is that where we're talking here?
So it's right in between that and the Mark.
So that parking lot's gone. Even less parking in downtown San Diego. Different topic for a different day. But you guys are going to be building the Ritz-Carlton and attaching the Whole Foods underneath it?
Well, to address the parking, the city did issue some requirements for the project to include.
Oh, really?
And one of those requirements was that the project would include at least a 200-space public parking garage.
Okay.
So we have 5 levels of parking below the below ground to service all the uses within the project, and then 3 levels of parking above the Whole Foods on levels 3, 4, and 5, which would be about 226 spaces we have right now, meeting that requirement for 200. So we're more than replacing all the lost parking from the...
I don't know why I'm
parking.
asking you to describe what it's going to look like. We have a model right here in front of us. So thank you for bringing that in. So this is it, man. So you guys have modeled this thing out. When do we break ground? How long does a project like this take place?
Yeah, we need that. We just need that little juice that you can put on it and have it just blow up, a million times.
That would have been great for the show.
Yeah, that'd be. I wish you could it would be that simple, but really we're heading to City Council for our final approval of the disposition development agreement, which is basically a purchase agreement with the city. And then there are provisions in that call out the schedule that we need to meet. And we would look to be under construction late 2017 and deliver this wonderful project in the early part of 2020.
It's a big endeavor. What's this do for the residential market down there?
I think it's amazing. Really it just it adds more to East Village. I mean, when you have all these empty parking lots around, it adds a lot of amenities to the community. A Whole Foods as an amenity. I don't know if you've ever heard about the Whole Foods effect. So it adds value to real estate, and I think it just adds value to for people that are coming that just want to walk. Part of the downtown viability is you don't have to get in the car and drive up to Hillcrest to go to Whole Foods, right? So I think that's a huge thing. I mean, it's something we do at our house all the time, and it's actually, it's rush hour right now. I don't want to go up there. Let's wait till later. So it's it's always an inconvenience. It's going to be so nice having a health food store in the neighborhood. Walkability, really
Good
the
for
downtown
property
viability.
values.
Yeah, great for property values and just improving the streets. I mean, it really just cleans up all the sidewalks around there, adds a lot. And I think, you know, as downtown, a lot of the retail stores and things, you see things like Horton Plaza not doing so great. Well, when you're adding another hotel with the Ritz brand, you're going to get certain clientele in that are going to come and spend money on the restaurants and retail in the community. So I think that it just adds to the overall experience of the city in a positive way.
What do you think San Diego looks like in 5, 10, 15 years, Jason? It's not often we have a guy like you sitting here we can ask a question and get a real feel for it. So what do you think happens around all this stuff?
Well, this is right now still the, if you want to call it ground zero of downtown, that you know, if you said the entertainment really being 5th and Market, you know, you have the ballpark area, all the a lot of apartment development going on further out into East Village. So this would be, you know, what I would say is the epicenter of downtown right now. Now that could change. You know, we'll see on November 8th what kind of decision the voters want to make as far as the Chargers and a new stadium downtown. So,
What do you think happens there?
what do I think happens?
Yep.
And what I wish happens are probably two different things.
Let's hear both.
What I think is going to happen, I think they're going to fall short on the vote, and then I'm not sure what the Chargers and the politicians will then come out with next, whether it means LA relook at a downtown site and do it differently to see if they can get the vote next time, or focus on Mission Valley. But you know, I really believe it's an overall positive impact, even though there's some things I don't like about the process that has gone on to date. I think overall it's still a good move for downtown and the city to get that approval vote.
Well, Mayor Faulkner just came out and endorsed the project, right? So maybe that helps the cause.
And my guess is his delay he was coming from the same thinking I was. Maybe I wasn't happy with the process the Chargers have taken to date. You know, the Padres, when the Padres got Petco Park approved, they really engaged the community from the very onset
Right.
of developing the plans, and tried to really have a lot of people involved in developing those plans. Had a lot of workshops and really engaged the community in the development of those plans. The Chargers haven't quite done that.
Yeah, it's been a pretty adversarial
Yeah.
relationship with the community every step of the way, it seems like.
The excuse is probably that they had a time crunch from when the owners meeting, the NFL owners meeting was last spring to get on the ballot. So they just had to come up with a plan, put it on the ballot, and go with it. And that's probably their excuse. And, you know, understandable, but I wish they could have taken another step to
Yep.
to
Well, people
do
want to learn
some
more about
engagement.
you, your project, certainly this beautiful building we have going on here. What's the best place to visit you? Online.
Sistera, www.sistera.com.
Awesome. So you see what's going on with this project. Chad Dannecker, welcome to sandiego.com. If you are interested in the real estate market, this guy is absolutely dominating the marketplace. Appreciate you guys coming on the show.
Thank you.
All right, coming up next, we're going to wrap this thing up, so stick around back here in just a minute. All right, that is